Hi guys, I'll be talking briefly on the Marxist theory of development, that is the economic development theory given by Karl Marx. So Karl Marx is also known as father of scientific socialism and considered to be one of the great thinkers in the history. His theory of development is based on the social structure or the social background, that is the primitive communism, slavery, feudalism, and the capitalist society. So in his concept of materialistic interpretation of history, what he said was that all the events that had occurred or happened in the past were all due to the economic conditions or situation that prevailed in the past, and any non-economic factors non-economic factor have very merely any effect on those social event. And the next concept that he has given is the class struggle. So in the society there are two group of people, that is the rich and the poor. So rich are the dominant and the poor are the depressed ones. So rich class of people will always try to exploit them to a point where there is a feeling of discontentment or dissatisfaction in the poor section of the society. So this will bring revolution and then will lead to establishment of new social order in the society. The next concept is the labor surplus. So Karl Marx said that the value of the commodity depends on the labor time spent on it, and then in the short run the value of commodity depends on the demand and supply of the commodity, but in the long run it depends on the amount of the labor put in production of that commodity. And in capitalist society, he said that there are two group of people, that is the one group is labor and the other is the capitalist or the business group. So like the resources and the business were owned by a small section of the people, and then the larger section is the labor. So the capitalists will always try to minimize or maximize their profit by minimizing the cost. So the difference between the price and the wage paid to the workers constitute the labor surplus. So in the long run, the capitalist will always try to replace their labor with labor saving technology, and this would leave so many laborers unemployed, and these are termed as reserve army by Marx. And due to the labor surplus or due to the surplus production, it will lead to capital accumulation, and in the long run the capitalists will reach to a stage which Marx termed it as capitalist crisis, where there is overproduction and lower demand because most of the laborers are unemployed, and then those unemployed laborers were the ultimate consumer of the capitalist production. So this has led to overproduction, and then with demand deficiency the capitalist system collapse.